in Yahuwah, but no faith in the world. My faith can't shake, I got faith in his word. If you say you love God, give me space to observe. No evil is hid from my face, says the Lord. Through times of tribulation, I will always press forward. Yeah, Christ is coming back, we must endure and wait for it. No weapon formed against me will ever prosper. Romans 12 to a verse for your sons and daughters. I ain't like these other rappers, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't following the world, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't trusting in the science, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Dress and drag for a bag, nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me. You cannot say you love this world, then you say you love God. Friendship with the world is enmity with my God. And my trust and my hope is not well placed in the world. Satan think he won this race, but he bout to get served. You can't walk the straight and narrow, cause the broad way is curved. 1 Peter 1:16 is where my heart is preserved. Even if you don't believe in him, your judgment's reserved. But Christ died to save you, so do not be disturbed. I ain't like these other rappers, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't following the world, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't trusting in the science, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Dress and drag for a bag, nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me.
Chapter 12. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Can't be like these other rappers, man. We set apart. I ain't like these other rappers, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't following the world, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't trusting in the science, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Dress and drag for a bag, nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me. I got faith in Yahuwah, but no faith in the world. My faith can't shake, I got faith in his word. If you say you love God, give me space to observe. No evil is hid from my face, says the Lord. Through times of tribulation, I will always press forward. Yeah, Christ is coming back, we must endure and wait for it. No weapon formed against me will ever prosper. Romans 12 to a verse for your sons and daughters. I ain't like these other rappers, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't following the world, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. I ain't trusting in the science, cause that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Ay, that ain't me. Dress and drag for a bag, nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me. Nah, that ain't me. You cannot say you love this world, then you say you love God. Friendship with the world is enmity with my All right, if you guys can hear me, we are back. Make sure to type 3 in the chat if you can hear me. Gotta make sure that you guys can hear me loud and clear before we continue on. Type 3 in the chat if you can hear me. Awesome. Cool. All right, so basically, guys, I actually did not plan on going live tonight, but I decided to go live because there's a lot going on in the world, and I told you guys that I was going to try to stay consistent doing weekly shows, and I've got quite a bit of a show lined up for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to be talking about chimeras. We're going to be talking about hybrids. We're going to be talking about many, many things. I don't want to just, tell you everything we're going to look at, but we got a lot to get into. So let's go ahead and let's jump in. All right. So let's go to the browser here, and I have like some tabs pulled up here that I want to show you guys. Let me just go to the top. Okay. All right, so the first thing I want to show you guys is this video. Now this is on my Instagram, and this is basically a chimera, a real chimera. Now, if you guys know about Plum Island, you guys know that they have been making hybrids for a very, very long time. If you don't know what a chimera is an animal-human hybrid. Just like in the days of Noah. They have been splicing DNA, and they have been making human-animal hybrids for a very, very, very long time. And this is actual proof of one. This is a tiger-human chimera. In other words, an abomination. Let's take a look at this real quick. Not gonna lie, this is really low-key disturbing. Look at that. That's a real thing. That's a real chimera, y'all. Man, so anyway, I wrote the return of the Nephilim as in the days of Noah. And if you read Matthew 24:37, Yahushua HaMashiach, or Jesus Christ, said that there would come a time in the end of days where we would see the world in a state as it was in the days of Noah. And if you've read Genesis chapter 6, you know about the giants that were created from the fallen angels mating with human women. So when Yahushua HaMashiach, or Jesus Christ, says that we are going to return to a time like the days of Noah, when you see like these chimeras being born and them experimenting with like genetic tampering and DNA and things like that, we are living in those days right now. Now, there's another thing I want to show you guys. So I have this video pulled up here from this show called Conspiracy Theory by Jesse Ventura. And we're going to watch some of this video. And this is about Plum Island. Plum Island is in New York. And in Plum Island, they are the main harbingers of this experimentation of creating animal-human hybrids. This show has been scrubbed off the internet. I was lucky enough to find it because, you know, I'm a deep digger. Y'all know how it is. Your boy, I be digging deep. This is a clip from the show. Hopefully I don't get banned off copyright for this. But let's go ahead and watch this video. And this is them talking about the chimeras. Let's see, go back a little bit more here. Okay, here we go. Purpose is, I gotta low-key skip through some of these parts, so you know, they want you to put space in between the clips if you do use them. I don't even know if I can use this clip, so I'm taking a risk for y'all, but you know.
Operation Paperclip, a U.S. government program that recruited...
Okay, this is the stuff I can't get into, because it's talking about the hokey pokey, if you know what I'm talking about. Hey, what's good? Sure Slays is in the house. How are you doing, sister? My boy Fox Mulder is in the building. We got Jamila in the building. We got Candy in the building. We got Albert and Erica in the building. It is lit. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Gotta give a shout out to my people. Thank you guys for coming here. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you are here on this live stream. Thank you guys for coming, man. So we're gonna continue on. But I wanted to just show you this clip, bro, just to show you guys that this stuff is real. The spiritual warfare is real. All right, now the next thing I want to show you guys also is this article that kind of talks a little bit more about the experiments of Plum Island. Let me just switch over back to the desktop here, or the internet website. And it says, New York's Plum Island has been the source of so many conspiracy theories over the years. Let's scroll down and check this out. It says, when the Montauk Monster washed up on the shore, and that's the Montauk Monster we just saw, in New York in the summer of 2008, it took the internet by storm. The creature was bloated, hairless, and appeared to have a beak, which I pointed out earlier. To the casual observer, it was completely unidentifiable as any known animal species. Almost immediately, amateur cryptozoologists began asking if it had come from Plum Island. The Montauk monster came to be variously explained as being a disfigured raccoon, sea turtle, or dog, but its body is said to have disappeared and no firm has ever been reached as to its origin. And this right here is an image or a depiction of what Plum Island looks like. Established by the U.S. Department of Agriculture in 1954 and transferred to the Department of Homeland Security following the terrorist attacks of 9.1.1. See, I gotta talk like that because of these algorithms. The goal of the research center was supposedly to study animal-borne diseases such as foot and mouth disease in order to prevent them from spreading. But at least at the beginning, there was more being studied on Plum Island than disease prevention. From early on, Plum Island's infamous Building 257 was also being used to create new designer pathogens, intended as a weapon of, I'll just say, warfare, in the ongoing Cold War. So basically, I'm not going to read like this whole thing, but basically this place has a very nefarious history behind it. Not only are they making chimeras, but they are also basically concocting and creating various different forms of ways that they can wipe us all out. Basically what you're seeing, what happened 2 years ago in a place called China, in a lab. I think you guys get the picture. Alright, moving on. So the next thing I want to point out here is this End Times headline article. And let's see, it says, actually, I'm sorry, I'm gonna close out this one. So Elon Musk, this is what I wanted to pull up. I've already told you about this clown. Alright, hold on. Looks like it's buffering. Hold on a minute. Let me just check the connection strength here real quick. Okay, yeah, we're still in the green. Wonderful. Okay, so this next thing I want to show you guys is from Elon Musk. Now, you guys know how I feel about him. You guys know what I think about him. I don't trust this clown. I never trusted him. Because anybody that's creating something that looks dang near like the MOTB, off top, I'm not messing with you. Period. Everyone is basically deriding this dude and getting behind him and saying, yay, free speech, free speech. Guess what? I got banned off of Twitter because I used choice words for Chelsea boys. Starts with an F, ends with a G. I think you guys get it. So anyway, basically Elon Musk tweeted, if I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing you. Now the thing about Elon Musk is he is a troll. He's probably just saying this just for the heck of it. But if something does happen to him, it won't be as it seems. Because he has to kind of, so basically what he does is he trolls the left, right? You guys know I don't subscribe to the left and right paradigm. I believe anybody that believes in any politician is being played. But he kind of like panders to the right a little bit more. So he's basically trying to get the right's trust, the conservatives' trust. So he's saying if something happens to me, and under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing you. So they can run with this narrative. If he just disappears and goes underground in his little underground bunker or whatever he does, nothing's actually going to happen to him. He's going to be protected because he's behind all this beast technology. So if something is presented in the news as something happened to Elon Musk, you know for a fact it's going to be lies. I mean, he's got the Tesla bot coming out. He wants to put a chip in your brain. Okay, he wants to authenticate you. His work and his purpose is not done yet. So any article that comes out saying the dude is dead is not true. However, the right and the people on the conservative side put their trust in him. And I think if something were to happen to him, it would just cause more division from the perspective of the conservatives to try to come after the left, because politics is all just division. But let's read this article. It says Elon Musk concerned fans after he wrote a chilling post on Twitter about dying under mysterious circumstances. Musk took to Twitter and said, if I die under mysterious circumstances, it's been nice knowing ya. People took to the comment section to address the world's richest man concerning post. No, you will not die. The world needs you. Blah, 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 blah. See, this is what I'm talking about. People actually really feel like they need somebody that wants to put a chip in your brain. This is how conditioned people have been into accepting celebrity culture, loving people that have a lot of money, loving people that have a large influence. They will disregard their morals and what they know is right or wrong just because they look up to someone because they have a lot of money. I got banned off of Twitter because I called someone a Chelsea boy, but I use another word that starts with an F and ends with a G. But before I got banned for that, I was showing people videos of what he's doing to monkeys, okay, and how he's experimenting on them. He's funding the research, and the videos are very disturbing. It shows monkeys with like huge holes in their brain with the Neuralink in it. Straight up experimentation on these monkeys, and they can't do anything about it. This is what he wants to do to you. And when I tried to show people this video, it was being banned. I couldn't even upload it. Which goes to show there is no such thing as free speech on these platforms. And this man right here, he wants to authenticate you. If you guys want to know more about this, I actually did another live stream talking more about this, so I don't want to kind of dwell on it too much, but this looks like a setup in predictive programming for something that's to cause more division between the left and the right. So just keep an eye on that. Okay. It says, videos captured of people being dragged into quarantine by authorities are being censored in China. Now, I covered this last in 2020 when the happened. I showed you guys how they were literally coming into people's houses in China, pulling them out of the houses, forcing them to get the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. I showed and exposed it because this is a totalitarian government. The thing about the CCP is their whole system of technology and governance is the blueprint for the NWO, essentially. And that's why a lot of the mandates and the things that they were pushing on people, they mirrored what China was already doing. So they're using China as a playbook, essentially. Exactly, baby China. Share gets it, y'all. Share gets it. So let me see. I think it actually has the video. But here's the thing about China you have to understand. China is one of the biggest nations to be known of pushing propaganda. Because the thing is, China, see, they want you to think that these nations are all separate and have a different level of governance. And they do. Because obviously we're not communist yet, but we're getting there, obviously. But they all answer to the WEF. You should know what I'm talking about. They all answer to the people behind the TGR, the Great Reset. And so the Chinese government worked hand in hand with America to push the propaganda back in 2020 that people were dying from some so-called CVD. And that's how they scared people into believing these lies that they're telling. Now, I'm not saying that C word is not real. What I'm saying is there was so much more propaganda to make it seem like it was worse than it actually was. And then there was a video that I showed in my last live stream where there were people that were starving and screaming, which looks like more propaganda. So if you see something coming from China, you better question it. And this video we're about to look at, I'm probably going to question it just as much. Do they even have the video? Yeah, they don't even have the video because it's being banned. So I'm not saying not everything that comes from China is not real, but a lot of it isn't. It's just propaganda. Okay, so let's talk about this. Christian author Jen Hatmaker voices her support for abortion and calls opposition political theater. This is what I'm talking about. Guys, this is why I distance myself from Christianity. This is why I've realized to follow the Most High God of Israel, the God of the Bible, and believing in His Son, you don't need religion. Religion is man-made, and it's always been that way. You go in the church, it's nothing but false doctrine. You know, you go into the church, it's nothing but homosexuals and you know, everything else. I gotta be careful what I say because, you know, these people soft. But this is what I've distanced myself from. Because what the Bible says is right or wrong, there's no arguing that. But these Christians, for example, they don't feel that way. They feel based off of what they think is right or wrong and not what the Bible says. That's why I'm saying Christianity is dangerous. Do I love my brothers and sisters that love Jesus? Yes. Even though I call him Yahushua HaMashiach by his Hebraic name, Do I love my brothers and sisters that they call Yahuwah, the Most High, they call him God or Lord? I still love them. What I'm saying is, get out of these churches because they're leading you astray. So let's read this article here. So she's a Christian book author, and she supports abortion. And it says, Christian author Jen Hatmaker, a mother of 5, has voiced her support for Roe v. Wade. Isn't that interesting? She has 5 children, but didn't abort them, but yet you support killing babies. Interesting. Has voiced her support for Roe v. Wade after a leaked U.S. Supreme Court opinion suggests that the landmark decision that legalized abortion appears set to be overturned. The overturning of the 1973 Supreme Court judgment will cause immediate, disproportionate harm, and not just emotional harm, physical harm, and legal harm, Hatmaker wrote on the blog. You know what's so interesting about harm? She's talking about harm and whatnot. What about the child in the womb? Do you think that they're not feeling every bit of harm that you're speaking of when you're killing them? Do you think that these children don't feel the pain of you ripping them limb from limb? But you want to talk about harm. You want to talk about a woman's right to choose. But what about the baby? Talk about my body, my choice. That body in your body is not your body. I get passionate, bro, because it's like, this is Babylonian. This is what they did in the Babylonian days. When they sacrificed their babies to Baal, that's exactly what this is. And this, America, is Mystery Babylon. It's a Babylonian nation. So, of course, they're still going to be doing the same things that the Babylonians did. But the fact of the matter is, Yahuwah told the prophet Jeremiah, I knew who you were before you were even born. I knew you in your mother's womb. He knew you when you were literally just a glimmer in your father's eye. Life is precious to the Most High. And these children don't deserve to go through what they're going through. And all these leftist lies about it not being a baby and it being a clump of cells. How does something grow if it's not alive? If it's not human? How is it being fed through the mother's nutrients that are passed down when she consumes food logically? How does any of this make sense that it's just a clump of cells if it has a heartbeat, if it's breathing, if it's moving around in her body? How is it just a clump of cells? When you really combat these leftists and you really attack their talking points, you can see that they don't work with logic and science. They work based off of what they perceive. But this is what I'm talking about when I talk about the falling away. Now let's continue on here. This is a very interesting article I'm going to pull up. McDonald's new promotion is offering the chance to win tarot card readings. So now McDonald's is pushing witchcraft on you, essentially, which is really crazy. But this just goes to show the times in which we are living, you guys. Where Isaiah 5:20, by the way, I've got an album dropping next month called Isaiah 5:20, which is woe to those who call evil good and good evil. If you guys are just joining the stream, at the beginning of the stream, the song that was playing, That Ain't Me, is one of the singles from the album. But this right here, let's read the article. It says, for anyone wondering just how pervasive occult practices are becoming in mainstream culture, look no further than McDonald's, which involved, among meal deals, the chance to win tarot card readings. The ledge of a USA Today story covering McDonald's ploy reads, McDonald's is preparing for this week's celestial and astrological change of Mercury retrograde with both a deal and tarot card readings. That basically just sounds like a bunch of word salad for justifying selling tarot cards as if it's not something bad. In an unfortunate fusion of occultism, customers using the McDonald's app to buy a medium order of fries were given a free McDouble or McChicken and a chance to snag a tarot card reading. I mean, what more do I need to say? They're normalizing all types of wickedness, sorcery, and these are the beginning of birth pains. And things will continue to become more and more evil until the return of Yahushua HaMashiach. When the sky is cracked and he gathers the elect to reign with him for 1,000 years, that's when you can expect the evil to stop. But I'm telling you, it's not going anywhere because the Antichrist spirit is alive and all around us. Let's continue on, y'all. Man, this stuff is crazy. All right, now this next thing I want to show you is from Instagram. So he has this guy named Hardy Boy. If you guys are on Instagram, you can follow me. Just look up TheTruthPagesNow if you want to follow me on Instagram. And then also if you want to follow me and listen to my music and all that other stuff, Be Cheesy Music. But this is my boy Hardy Boy, and he does like a lot of exposing of these things. And he has like a lot of great content that I think you guys should check out. We're just going to go through some of these videos because this dude is, man, he is very passionate about exposing this world. So let's see here. Let's look at this one. I was trying to do a Disney live stream a little while ago, but I had been completely banned. They shadow banned it. I was having problems. Okay, this is what I want y'all to see. So I've talked about the robot dog. I've talked about artificial technology and how it's going to be the end-all be-all. What's interesting to me about these robot dogs, which I'm about to show you, is they're being pushed as if they're a good thing and they're helpful and they can dance and they can do all these funny things. But what they don't show you about these robot dogs is how proficient they are with weapons. Let's take a look. Let me just turn the sound on. Okay. This is from the show Black Mirror, the senior. This is real life. They show you what they're going to do before they do it. Predictive programming. See, it can tell. It can pick up on her heat signature and find her. That's kind of scary. Now, let me tell you guys, I watched the whole season of Black Mirror. I watched all the episodes. And I gotta be honest, y'all, I was low-key terrified when I watched it. Because I realized that they're literally showing you what the future is gonna look like. I didn't look at it as just some fictional, you know, dystopian type of futuristic kind of show. I realized that a lot of this technology they're showing you is real. And then they're just literally showing you what they're going to bring forward. They have the brain chip technology. They have the AI. They have the people transferring their consciousness to digital devices. This is what they plan for every single one of us. And guess what? I'm not playing that game. I'm not tapping in. I'm not doing wearable technology, implantable technology. If I gotta be just a regular smegular dude that just watches DVDs and VHS tapes and doesn't use the internet ever again, hey, that's cool. I don't want nothing to do with this world that they're building, y'all. I have no interest in this world that they're trying to construct right in front of us. And unfortunately, because people have gotten so attached to technology, they're gonna jump right in. They might have reservations about the concept of like the metaverse and things like that, but once they completely eliminate cell phones, a lot of people are just gonna be all like, well, you know what, all my friends are there, my family's there, you know what, screw it, I'll just do it. They want to put a chip in your brain. That's literally the agenda of the World Economic Forum. All right, now let's see what else can I show you guys here, because he's got so much content to expose. All right, let's go to this Disney thing real quick. Like I said, I was trying to show this to you guys before and do a live stream, but I was having all type of technical difficulties, obviously because they don't want you to know the truth. But anyway, so you guys know about the agenda with Disney. You know that they've gone woke, quote unquote, which I don't like using that word because I feel like the word woke applies to people like me and you guys who know what's up with the world and see through the bullcrap. We're really the woke ones. But they've taken woke and used it in a way to describe people that are like pro this and pro that, and it ain't got nothing to, they're not woke, they're asleep. They're brainwashed. But anyway, it says 350,000 cancellations of Disney Plus in the past week. Why? Because Disney is grooming little kids. Disney is saying it's okay to make 50% of their characters LGBT. Once again, Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto those who call evil good and good evil. So they got some other shots here. I want to show you some more slides. Dropping Disney for radical position on parental rights. Right? So people are literally canceling their subscriptions because of this. And then check this out. It says Disney has had employees arrested for sex crimes in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And in other words, at least once a year for the past decade, y'all. Man, it's crazy. This is another meme. Now look at this. You can clearly see what that looks like. I don't think that I need to even say anything else. When you look at this toy, what does that look like to you? Don't type in the chat. Don't say it. You should just be able to look at it. If you know what it is, show me the shocked face. Type it. Put in the shocked face emoji if you can see what this is. Show me the shocked face emoji if you know exactly what this is and what they're showing you. Because if this is not grooming, I don't know what is. Anybody that still has a Disney Plus subscription, you are part of the problem. I've always told people, I covered cuties. I told you guys about how they were, sexualizing, little kids and, having girls doing all that. And I told people, cancel your subscriptions. Cancel them. That's how you fight back against these corporations, these companies, by hurting their pockets. When you hurt their pockets, that's how they can't continue to push this propaganda on children and normalize their sick behaviors. Because they no longer have the money to be able to produce these films. Groovy Kind of Love says, what's it supposed to be? I guess it's supposed to be like a light, it says, I guess it's supposed to be like a magic wand. That's what it's actually supposed to be portrayed as. But we can clearly see that that is not a magic wand. But this is how we fight back against evil, by stop supporting it. Stop giving your money to it. I canceled Netflix way before Cuties. When they made a film about gay Jesus, I was done. And there's people that are still, supporting it. And so it's like, don't complain about, the evil that you're seeing being pushed on your kids when you're constantly giving them your money. Like, I can see the evil that's going on, but I'm not guilty of supporting an evil corporation. I don't support evil. All right, let's keep on going, y'all. They're after your children, obviously. And then, look at this right here. This is interesting. Look at this. It says, what you see. And then when you flip Mickey and you invert it and flip it upside down, what do you see? Wicked. The devil never hit himself, y'all. You just have to know how to look for the symbolism. Even the word Disney has the number 666 in it, which I've exposed in my my documentary about the hidden signs and symbols in the occult and in company logos. All right, now let's also, I gotta show you guys. I showed you guys this in my last live stream, but I still want to just show it to you again to show you how antichrist these people that run this world are. This guy is a perfect example. Check this out.
Is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. If we want to stop this epidemic, we need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin. What we have seen so far is corporations and governments collecting data about where we go, who we meet, what movies we watch. The next phase is the surveillance going under our skin. We're now seeing mass surveillance systems established even in democratic countries, which previously rejected them, and we also see a change in the nature of surveillance. Previously, surveillance was mainly above the skin, now it's going under the skin. Governments want to know not just where we go or who we meet, but above all they want to know. COVID is critical.
So he's basically telling you they want to get under your skin, okay? Now, he also talks heavily about the brain chipping technology, but he's saying under your skin. What does that sound like to you guys? If you're watching this, if you guys been watching me and following me for a while, you know exactly what I'm hinting at and what he's hinting at. They want to totally control everything about you. I'm not just talking about your life. I'm not just talking about, you know, your career and how you raise your children and what you're allowed to see and what you're not allowed to see. And it's not just stops there. I'm talking about your biology, what you're allowed to consume, what's going on in your body, how your body's working, your DNA. They want full control of humanity. That's how evil these people are. But anyway, this is, the guy's name is Yuval Noah, and he is actually the senior advisor to Klaus Schwab, Mr. You will own nothing and be happy. This guy is probably one of the most wickedest people I've ever seen in my life. Even just the most blasphemous things he said about the Most High, he totally has the spirit of the Antichrist. Alright, you guys, we're going to keep on moving and get this show on the road. But if you want to follow Hardy Boy, Instagram.com/HardyBoy. If you just put in @HardyBoy, his videos will pop up. He's definitely a truth seeker. He's a truth teller. Oh, let me show you guys this real quick. This is also something I think we need to talk about. Watch this one.
This afternoon, the Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 agenda.
And to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 agenda. Now, you might be asking, why are they literally declaring that they're going to accelerate it out in the public? Because they're hiding under the banner of the Agenda 2030 as being a good thing. You know, sustainable development, no poverty, equal health care. You know, all of those talking points that sound really good and really beautiful. But at the end of the day, it's all about control of everything, like I just said. They're just hiding behind the euphemisms and the rhetoric and the language. But in actuality, they literally want to control everything about your life. And they don't hide this. But anyway, let's continue, guys. Alright, so this one says, three future brain surgeons violently snatch a ton of booze from CVS Fresno. DA says there's nothing he can do. This is the lawlessness I'm talking about, guys. Right? Yahuwah, the Most High, expects us to live in a world of laws, right? This is why he created the Levitical law. This is why we have the law of Moses and the Torah, or the Torah, right? Lawlessness is sin. So transgression of the law is sin. And in California, this is why I left Cali, y'all. I'm from Cali. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm from California. I left California because of things like this. I knew this was coming. The blue states are probably the worst. But I've been seeing news clips and all type of stuff of people just running into CVS, smashing things, taking things, and leaving, and nobody stops them. They are creating chaos purposefully, because you cannot have a reset without the destruction of the current world to introduce the new one. And this lawlessness that we're seeing abound will lead into the TGR. Let's check it out.
Seriously, guys.
Look at this. Wow. Pull your pants up. Pull your freaking pants up, homie. Nobody wants to see your butt crack. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just when I see dudes sacking their pants, it just like, I gotta call it out. Pull your dang pants up. For real.
And there too.
And they over here stealing some liquor. Instead of stealing, I don't know, maybe some toilet paper, maybe some food. And I'm not condoning stealing, okay? I'm not condoning it. But you would think that they would actually steal something that they actually need. but they're gonna steal some dang liquor. I mean, come on, bro. Doesn't make sense. Like I saw a meme back when the George Floyd riots were happening and people were looting the stores. I saw a comment on YouTube that low-key made me laugh. They were like, and not one pair of work boots were stolen. Alright, y'all, let's continue. Oh boy.
Hey guys, just let us know your names while you're at it.
Oh my god, he got his butt crack all out. Oh, this is hard to watch, man. This is cringe.
Oh, here comes the police. You might want to drop it. There they are. They're coming right around the corner. Here they come. You're screwed. Hey, you forgot something.
Yeah, bro, this is the lawlessness we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right, exactly.
Hey,
Cher. They're making us look hood. They're making us look desperate, as if. And you know, like I said, have you noticed that, like when that going back to the George Floyd thing, it was mostly our people that were looting and rioting, and then the left wing media, the right wing media, they were just like literally just focusing on only our people, as if it was just us that was doing it. But if we're going to be honest, some people were using the George Floyd thing as they were opportunists. They saw opportunity to steal things, and like I said, they were stealing things they don't really need. They're stealing Jordans, busting in Adidas, you know, busting in stores, stealing Adidas, and like things that don't matter, so that they could turn around and then resell them. So it's like they actually have an agenda to paint us in such a way. That's why I'm telling you, this Black Lives Matter stuff, this, you know, oh, I want to fight for my people. They don't care about us. They don't, and they never will. So stop asking for reparations. Stop asking for equality in the black community. Yeah, you'll get it from the transgenders. You'll get it from the LGBT. You'll get it from all that. But our people, because we are the chosen ones, because we're Hebrews by bloodline and connected to the Most High Yahuwah, according to Deuteronomy 28, that's never going to happen. So stop looking for it. The Most High said he's going to restore us to our land, and we will be given that land because it belongs to us. So if you want reparations, stop looking at it from mankind. The Most High is going to fulfill his promises to us, and you should take comfort in that. And all you Gentiles, you know what I'm saying? The people that are not Hebrews, y'all my brothers and sisters too. And you guys will also inherit the kingdom if you accept the Messiah Yahushua. You know, but the mankind, all these promises, these politicians, these celebrities, all of these influencers that have all this push and everything, all these things they're telling you are all lies. And they're really just telling you that because they're controlled by the hidden hand, the people that hide in the shadows, that sign their checks, and they are literally just pulling you into this great reset. They're pulling you into this NWO. They're pulling you into this beast system. None of these people that are in positions of power have good intentions. I don't care if you're black, if you're white, if you're Mexican, if you're green, blue, purple, yellow, pink. I feel like we as human beings need to stop looking to mankind for answers when we need to just trust the Most High. I was tripping on why burn down your own neighborhoods and theirs are still standing pretty. Exactly. You know, when the Black Lives Matter rioting and looting was taking place, it was mostly urban communities that were being destroyed, thanks to Black Lives Matter. And, you know, the white people are just sitting there laughing at us like, oh, look at these dumb niggas doing this stuff, destroying their own community, you know, all in the name of rioting because of some crackhead named George Floyd. And I was just talking to my girl about this, like, on the phone before we got on here. And I was just telling her, like, on both sides, I'm not a George Floyd supporter. I mean, he was obviously a crackhead, and if he wouldn't have did the things he would have did, he probably would still be alive to this day. But I'm not gonna sit there and not say that what that cop did to him wasn't wrong either, because it was. Both of them were. I don't take sides. I call out both sides because that's what you're supposed to do. But there's some people that are so far right that feel like Derek Chauvin wasn't wrong, and then there's people that are so far left that feel like Derek Chauvin was wrong. It was probably most definitely a psyop because I saw the symbolism. Like right there where it was happening in George Floyd, you could clearly see the 6. You know what I mean? So it was absolutely a psyop because of the symbolism. Most of these things are. It was definitely Masonic, 100%. All right, let's continue on, y'all. So we got that right there. We're getting to this live stream, man. We got a few more videos to pull up here. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Make sure to smash that like button, bro. Smash that like button. All right, so it says, sad video shows the moments police shot and killed 75-year-old woman with dementia, threatening to shoot her daughter. I don't know if I can show you guys this video on YouTube. I don't know if I can do that. But here, this is what I'm gonna do for you guys. I'm gonna post a link in the chat. Candy, if you can you also post a link in the chat just in case it does go away, because sometimes YouTube does that. But I can just post it in the chat for you guys, and we can just do it like that. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Yes. Let me just pull this up. Actually, you know what? Screw it, y'all. We're gonna just go ahead and just watch it. If I get banned, y'all know why.
911 emergency, what city?
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
What is the address and location for your emergency?
For FIR.
Okay. And what's going on?
I really need an officer, an ambulance, or someone because my mother's getting aggressive right now. She's 75 and she has dementia. I'm hiding in a room because she's threatening to kill me.
Does she have any weapons?
I don't know if she got weapons from the kitchen, and I have a little one here.
Child, I'm asking, are you with your child?
Yes, I'm with my child, but I'm freaking out right now.
And do you know if she's on any type of medication?
I'm not sure if she took her medication this morning. But my daughter, she's in her room, and my mother's still out there with the knife.
Okay. So she does have a knife in her hand?
I believe so, because it sounds like it. Yeah, she actually does have a knife.
Okay, and do you know what she's doing with the knife?
Hitting the floor, saying she's gonna kill me.
Okay, and they should be arriving soon, okay?
Do you know if an officer's also coming?
Yes, an officer will be there, and then we do have a medical unit on the way just in case.
Okay, thank you. Let's try throwing hot water now.
Hot water?
Yes. Mami, estás asustando a la niña.
All right, here we go, y'all. Video coming up.
Police department. Investigate.
All right, we're gonna watch this. You guys got the context. So there's a girl that called because I guess her mother with dementia was brandishing a knife. Now let's look at how the cop handles this, and you guys tell me if it was justified.
Telephone.
Please be very careful.
Set it down! No, set it down now! Back up! Back up! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Okay, back up! Back up now! Drop the knife! Drop the fucking knife!
Oh, okay. It's got some cussing in there, but do I have Cash App? Yeah, I'll put it in just right now. Give me 1 second.
Drop the knife! Do it now! Drop the fucking knife! Drop the fucking knife! Do it now! Drop the fucking knife! Drop the knife! Do it now! Put him on the ground! Put him on the ground! Put it down now! Put it down! Put the fucking knife down!
Okay, so I feel like what he did was a little bit out of pocket, if I'm being real. Now, the thing about it is, I understand that she had a knife in her hand. Okay, I understand that. But the thing is, why did he need to use a gun? Like, why not just use a taser? I mean, she's obviously an older lady. She wasn't coming at you. She was just holding in her hand, and she has dementia. You know that she has dementia. You know what I mean? You know this. This is not something that's a surprise to you. The girl just called the operator and told her that her grandmother has dementia. So she may not even be understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth. But then again, when you see someone pointing a gun at you that's obviously a police officer, perhaps you should drop the knife. Perhaps you should drop the knife if there's a cop. And here's the thing, he didn't just walk up shooting at her. He told her several times to drop that thing, and she didn't do it. So in this particular case, I would say that he was justified. I think he could have still used a taser. It would have been better. But when he was pointing a gun, he gave her plenty of time to drop that thing. He had a gun pointed at her. I don't know what type of dementia that she has where she can't see that he clearly has a gun. He clearly is an officer, and he's clearly yelling at her to drop it. I mean, what more can be done? But then again, I have to say, it wasn't like she was coming at him with a knife or anything. I don't feel like his life was threatened. Now, if that was a black man that got shot, the news would be all over this. But because it was a white woman, they're probably not going to ever mention it. All right, y'all, let's keep going. All right, it says Swedes are now implanting the ID passports in their hands to enter buildings. Every day is looking more and more like the MOTB. Here we go, y'all.
Säg ett litet chip i handen som man kan använda för att öppna dörrar och andra praktiska vardagsfunktioner.
Ett chip i handen, vad betyder det?
Ja, det är ett litet...
Look at that. Look at that.
Ett chip stort som ett risgryn ungefär med en smart ID-kod i som då kan användas för att ersätta nyckelbrickor, passerkort och liknande saker. Och man kan också programmera in någon information man vill ha.
Now, let me say something real quick. This is not the actual... You know what, Cher? I don't know if she actually died. There's not really too much information on the aftermath of the incident. I hope not. You know, it's just an unfortunate, you know, thing. Because the thing is, like I said, if she got dementia, she needs to be hospitalized. Possibly even. Miss Cali Queen in the building. All praises to the Most High. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, sister. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if she actually died. But the thing is, if the woman has dementia, she obviously needs some sort of like mental health treatment. So shooting her is not really going to help. I mean, if she's dead, obviously. You know. But yeah, I don't know the aftermath of the incident. I don't know if she died after that incident or whatever. But either way, it's still a tragedy.
På de här chippen med hjälp av sin mobiltelefon. Jag har just nu 2 chip i kroppen. Jag har ett chip som sitter här uppe som innehåller hälsosensorer. Det här chipet mäter min kroppstemperatur och jag läser av det genom att bara swipa med mobiltelefonen här.
All right. So look at this. 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 This is not the MOTB. Okay? But you can clearly see because it's not the right hand. This is the right arm. Okay? It has to line up with scripture completely. This is all just conditioning and testing grounds for it. So until you see someone actually get the potato hip in their hand, it's not the MOTB. But I'll tell you right now that the Neuralink is looking a lot like the one that goes in the forehead. I'll tell you that. And there's actually another company that's competing with Elon Musk to develop their own version. And I remember saying a little while ago in one of my videos that I don't believe that Elon Musk Neuralink is going to be the only version of this shit that goes in your brain. It's not going to be the only version. There's going to be other people that, you know, are going to come out with the same type of technology. That way, it's the illusion of choice. Okay, you don't like Elon Musk, you don't like the Neuralink, you don't like how creepy he is. We've got something better. That probably won't require drilling a skull in your brain. Maybe you'll just have to, you know, insert it near your frontal lobe or something like that. So they'll always find a way around to get you locked into this system. All right, let's continue on because I can't even understand what these people are saying. All right, now, let's talk about this. This is something definitely worth talking about, you guys. So, the disinformation board. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but it says, meet the head of Biden's new disinformation governing board. Nina Jankowicz is a veteran information warrior. peep the terminology they're using. Information warrior, but her experience, air quotes, working with Stop Fake should have set off alarm bells. Oh boy. Let's read this article here. So this is the woman that Biden has appointed to be basically the head of this Ministry of Truth, which is just 1984, basically. This is her right here. This is the woman that's going to come for people like me. And guess what? I'm with all the smoke. I'm with all the smoke. I'm with all the smoke. Bring it. Let's read this article. Late last month, the Joe Biden administration publicly confirmed that a disinformation governing board working group had been created within the Department of Homeland Security. Interesting. The news prompted a flood of concern about the impact of such Orwellian organ on America. Just like I said, 1984, right? But there's no need to engage in hypotheticals to understand the dangers. One has to only consider the past of Nina Jankowicz, the head of the new disinformation board. Jankowicz's experience as a disinformation warrior includes her work with Stop Fake, a U.S. government-funded anti-disinformation organization founded in March 2014 and lauded as a model of how to combat Kremlin lies. 4 years later, Stop Fake began aggressively whitewashing two Ukrainian neo-Nazi groups with a long track record of violence, including war crimes. So basically, if they deem you to be an extremist or a terrorist, which is somebody like me, I mean, let's just be real. I mean, I've never made threats to nobody, but because I'm giving you guys the truth and I'm exposing these things, I would be considered a terrorist. I would be considered an extremist. So anybody that's considered an extremist or a terrorist, now keep in mind that they have the Homeland Security involved with this. This means live streams, videos, songs, and things that I'm doing, I could literally have the feds in my house questioning me about stuff. Why are they introducing? Here's the question I got for you guys. Why are they introducing this now? What's the purpose? It seems to me like this is being introduced because there's another coming. There's another wave coming. And they know this. And they got angry because people like me were exposing this and showing that they're lying about most of this stuff. And so they had to create a disinformation board so they can actively come at us, so that they can actively target us. So when you see things like this, you better believe this is not over, and the censorship will go even harder against people like myself. But we're always going to find a way around it. Let's continue. All right. This is going to be interesting. It says the new, I'll just put Q team camp has opened in Shanghai, and it's really a prison. This is where they're going to start putting us. Exactly, Miss Callie Queen. Exactly, sis. All right, let's check this out right here. So this, it says the new Q team camp has opened in Shanghai, and it's really a prison. Let's take a look at it. Wow. Oh, boy. Didn't I tell you guys in the Simpsons documentary that I did? How do they know it's coming? Another planned event. Exactly.
然后今天我们是属于密接啊，所谓密接呢，就是隔壁邻居得了阳，然后呢，我们这边就判定为了密接。就今天呢，我们接到书记，那个居委书记的。
You know what? This is a side note, but let me show you guys something. So you guys see these right here? Like these, they kind of look like bungalows. Let me show you guys something really crazy that I saw on social media that really just proved that this is all fake and this is all planned and this is all bullcrap. If you go to the Super Bowl that was earlier this year, you can see those same bungalows being shown, which looks like predictive programming. Let me see if I can pull it up. This is a side note here. Let's see. Right here. Look at this, y'all. Let me zoom in so y'all can get a really good look at it. They were showing you the predictive programming in the Super Bowl. Look at this. Super Bowl halftime show. Look at the Q team camps. Look at this. They're showing you what they're going to do. Once you understand that this is all, even when you think about Snoop Dogg performing at the Super Bowl and he was wearing the blue and gold, and now you see everybody being indoctrinated and posting the Ukraine flag in their bio. I mean, there's no denying that this is all part of what they want, and this is all part of their plan. But look here, you guys. You guys literally see how they were showing you this. That shows you that these camps are right around the corner. And that's why they created the Disinformation Governance Board, because they're going to prepare to throw people like me and you guys, I hope you guys, into these camps, because you're not going along with what they're pushing. You know, before it was like you had a choice if you want to get it or not, but then they'll take away some of your freedoms, they'll take away your job, take away your livelihood. Now they're going to get to a point where they're going to try to get you in these camps. And you know what else they're going to do to get you in here? Because of the shortages of food, the shortages of baby formula, people are going to be more desperate than ever to turn to the government for help. And all it takes is you being lacking and not stocking up and not being ready for this. So whatever the government offers you, you're going to take it because you're desperate. Brothers and sisters, if you guys are watching this stream, I hope you're stocking up. I hope you are stocking up for at least a year or more. Because honestly, this food crisis that they're creating, it's not going to be very brief. It's going to last for a long time. And if you're not prepared for it, you're going to be eating what they choose to give you. And I guarantee you the meat, the synthetic meat they're creating, Mr. Microsoft buying out all that farmland, you know, I mean, they're literally planning something very, 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 very wicked. But we're going to keep on going, y'all. But I just wanted to show you guys this as a side note. This is how they condition you for stuff. Showing you in plain sight, the truth hidden in plain sight, right? All right, let's get back to this. So, all right, let's continue. Okay, so Jen Psaki, the red-haired Chucky woman. It says Jen Psaki's response to moms who can't find baby formula is shocking. Let's have a look.
Since you said it was a public health question, which agency should that question be directed to? Just a very practical, immediate question of if you can't find formula and you need it for your baby to eat, what should baby do?
We would certainly encourage any parent who has concerns about their child's health or well-being to call their doctor or pediatrician.
Wow. Call your doctor or pediatrician if you can't get baby formula. Interesting. Me and my girlfriend were talking on the phone, and she was saying, I don't understand why women don't just breastfeed their babies. I mean, is that just going out of style along with all traditional values like getting married and believing in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, believing in, you know, exercising and eating right to make sure that you don't open yourself up to man-made viruses and things like that? Like, people have just completely abandoned the traditional way of thinking into like this progressive, incremental mindset of anything goes. I mean, make it make sense, bro. It's like people don't even use logic anymore. All right, now this next thing I want to talk about is the red skies in China. I'm sure you guys have heard about this. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting how, like, in China, we see all of these things happening, these like apocalyptic type things that are happening in China, right? So we can see the red skies, we can see the artificial sun, we can see the quarantine camps, we can, I shouldn't have said that. We can see the camps, we can see all of these events that are taking place in China. I don't think that that's a coincidence. And I already told you guys that they are like the purveyors of propaganda. But anyway, let's take a look at this real quick, y'all.
来得一届。
咋回事？他叫他的？他叫什么？这是什么天气啊！哇靠，这个天怎么了？ 不是，他红的不会天上去。
Now, I'm not gonna play the rest of the video, but I want to say that this could be a combination of two things or one of these two things. So, from my perspective, I think that this is just signs of the time from the Most High Yahuwah. Because his son Yahusha said that there will be signs in the sun, in the moon, and the stars. There will be cosmic disturbances. And there's actually a reference to the moon. And actually another thing that's interesting before I finish my point that I want to throw in here with this is there's a blood moon that's coming. That's heralding this red sky. So I feel like these are signs of the times from the Most High. However, when you look at things like China creating an artificial sun, and we know that geoengineering is real, we know that HARP is real, I believe that what they're doing is they're trying to discredit what Scripture says is going to happen and blame it on something like climate change, even though they are actually creating these things, right? But when you see things like blood moons, you see things like the sea turning to blood, you see things like the sky turning red, I believe the Most High is warning us about you know, what's coming. Because I'm telling you guys right now, in the next few weeks, things are about to get really bad. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's continue. Now, going back to the disinformation, you could look at her and look like she's out of her freaking mind. Well, let's play this video. Miss Cali Queen says, nursing is the best, period. 100% agree.
Wandering is really quite ferocious. It's when a huckster takes some lies and makes them sound precocious.
This woman is cringe, bro. I don't even know if I can watch the rest of this.
Just by saying them in Congress or a mainstream outlet, so disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious. It's how you hide a little lie, little lie. It's how you hide a little lie, little lie. It's how you hide a little lie, little...
Okay, I can't watch this. This is cringe. But this is the woman that's gonna basically be policing the free speech on the internet. And you know what's really interesting above all things, guys, is simply the fact that this is all happening. This woman is hired and put on the board shortly after Elon Musk buys Twitter. You think that's a coincidence? I don't think it is. Because the timing is suspicious. Anytime the timing comes off as suspicious to me, it's because it probably is. I can't even watch this. This is just cringe. Let's continue. All right. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is a very, very interesting video. Now, as you guys know, the Roe
We're kicking things off with Vicky McKenna and Culture Cast. Vicky!
Sorry, y'all. So, as you guys know, the Roe v. versus Wade thing is like all the rage right now. Everybody's talking about it. The left is losing their minds. The right is supporting it. Of course, I stand up for what's right. It's not about my political opinion. It's not about how I feel. It's about preserving life and believing that these children deserve to live. Period. That's just what I base it off on. I base it off of Scripture. I base it off of, you know, the Babylonian practices and how they were literally sacrificing their children to babies. And how I know that this is Mystery Babylon, so that's what they're doing here too. But within the protest, there's actually a very interesting thing we get to see. A demon. I'm going to show it to you guys and you tell me what you think. Look at that. Hold on. Let me zoom in a little bit more. What is this? Look at that. Now this could be a psyop. Okay, this could be something that they're doing to, you know, make people come up with all type of like conspiracy theories and make us look crazy for questioning it. But what I find interesting, though, which is why I say it could be a psyop, is because no one is noticing this. I mean, if you were at a protest and you saw something like this pop up on your screen, you're going to notice it. You're going to be looking at it like, what is this? What is that? You're going to ask questions. You're going to just, these people will look like they're completely oblivious. There might be a chance that this could be photoshopped or a psyop. Either way, I don't really know. I mean, what do you guys think? It just looks too obvious to not be noticed by somebody. No one's even looking in the direction of this thing, which is why I'm saying it could be a psyop. But then again, it could be 100% real too. Who knows? Let me see if I can play a little bit of the video so I can pay attention to like the
even tracing how evil acts ultimately give rise to evil things. Take a look at this picture. It's making the rounds. It's very frightening. Right behind.
Hold on.
People die.
Right there, you see it over the shoulder. And as soon as the camera comes over the head of that woman, watch the thing turn.
Oh, see, that looks like a psyop to me. I'm starting to think this is a psyop, y'all. Because it's like they don't want you to see it. It's standing right there around all these women and nobody notices it. Come on, bro. Something ain't right here. I know a lot of people are like taking this and running with it and saying, oh, it's a demon present. I don't believe that. I believe that that was put out on purpose. Cher says, are they too possessed to even know it? That could be it too. But I literally feel like that's not even real. It just looks like a simple mask. They turn the face away so you can't get a close-up look. It saw the camera. Something just doesn't add up to me about this. Like I said, it could be 100% legit, but from what I can see, it doesn't look like it. So I was just talking about baby formula and the shortages concerning the baby formula. Isn't it interesting how Bill Gates has backed artificial breast milk company and is not responsible for the baby formula shortage? Hey, I beg to differ. I mean, they have to know about these things. They have to know what's going on in order for there to suddenly be a formula shortage, and then all of a sudden they got a solution for it. Come on, dog. Nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying that. All right, we're gonna continue on. All right. So we're gonna watch some video clips from one of my favorite video creators. Now, this guy's on Bitchute.
Over the past 2 years.
Sorry. He's one of my favorite creators on Bitchute. He's only on Bitchute. He used to be here on YouTube, but they banned him because he's a truther like me. You know what I'm saying? And he's exposed a lot of their stuff. But we're going to just watch a little bit of this video. If you want to follow him, if you want to go on Bitchute, his name is Computing Forever. And he makes great content exposing these wicked people. Let's just watch a little bit of this, shall we?
The media has perpetuated the COVID lie and
okay, he's saying certain words. I can't play it. Okay. All right, y'all. Anyway, if you want to watch the video, it's on Bitchute, Computing Forever. We're gonna move on because I wanna watch it with y'all, but I can't because he says certain words and they'll probably just end up banning this live stream. All right, let's check this one out. Trans dad. Oh boy. Trans dad tells doctors you can be a man and have a baby. Transgender men say they face misinformation. There goes that word again. Isn't it funny how the left is pushing that? Transgender men say they face misinformation, bias, and a lack of understanding from the medical establishment when they decide to start a family. So this is clearly an actual man right here, obviously. But then, that's a man. Bro, let me stop talking about this because I'm going to end up getting banned, bro. Let me stop because y'all know I will go in. I'm going to just keep it moving. I don't even want to read the article. This is interesting, which goes hand in hand with what I was saying. Indian surgeon plans to transplant womb into a trans woman in world first operation that could pave way for biological men to get pregnant. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? How long have I been telling you guys that they are conditioning you so they can make this a reality? I was just telling my girlfriend on the phone before I went live just now how, you know, this is something that was coming, and I knew it was coming because first they condition you with this stuff. Anytime they want to bring incremental change, they start to condition you. So this started with Lil Nas X. Y'all remember when he was posting the pictures of him being pregnant with a baby for his album release? Y'all remember that? That's conditioning. When they showed you the pregnant man emojis, that's conditioning. Lo and behold, right here on May 13th, 2022, they're telling you they can do this. Do you see how they build up to these things? But when you start to notice, and this is really just a pro-alphabet people agenda. Because for so long, us men and actual women have been saying, you are not really a woman because you can't even have a baby. But the enemy is going to find a way to go against traditional relationships and natural birth from a woman, because the woman was created to give birth. But the enemy says, nah, I'm going to pervert that. I'm going to twist it. I'm going to make it so men can too. In this satanic kingdom that the enemy is building, anything goes. It's just like Aleister Crowley. I always tell my girlfriend, I'm like, do what thou wilt. That's what this is. Man, it's just like, what more can be said? Literally, what more can be said? All right, let's continue on. Now, this is a clip I want to use for my album. I have a song called The Rainbow Belongs to Yah. Okay, and I want to use this clip. This is one of the realest pastors I've ever heard in my life. Let's listen to what he says. Tell me if you agree. If you agree with what this man is saying, type 100 in the chat. Put the 100 emoji in the chat if you agree with him.
Here's something else I'm not supposed to say. Ain't but two genders. Two genders. Ain't nothing but men and women. And I can already see WRL out there. They got their licking their pencils around, trying to write fierce as they can. Get every word of this here. Get every word of this. You can go to the doctor and get cut up. Cut up. You can go down to the dress shop and get made up. Made up. You can go down there and get drugged up. Drugged up. But at the end of the day, you were just a drugged up, dressed up, made up, cut up, man or woman. You ain't changed what God put in you, that DNA. You can't transcend God's creation. I don't care how hard you try. The transgender movement in this country, if there's a movement in this country that is demonic and that is full of the spirit of Antichrist, it is the transgender movement. It's time for grown-ups and time for Christians to start standing up and being unafraid to tell the truth. Amen. Come after me if you want to. I don't care. You want my head? Here it is right here. Come on, come get it.
I respect this man, bro, because it's so many like pastors that will not say this. Kirk Franklin, I mean, I know he's not a pastor, he's a gospel artist. They ask him about those people, he dances around the question. You ask T.D. Jake about those people, he danced around the question. You ask any of these pastors, period, most pastors about those people, they will not say that it is an abomination, it's a sin. They're not going to do that because they're scared of being canceled. They're scared of people coming for their money. And to be honest, they're bought and sold by the government, so they're not going to speak against it because they're going to lose their tax-exempt status. But I respect this man because it's not too many pastors that's bold as lions and will speak the truth. The truth doesn't change just because you don't want to hear it. And I want to use this man. I want to put this clip here that y'all watched. I want to put it on my album before the song The Rainbow Belongs to Yah. But I'm just a little nervous about it because I don't know if it's going to get banned. But you know, we're going to just trust the Most High. Alright, let's continue on, y'all. But I respect this man. Let me see if I can get his name just in case you want to look him up. Oh, I can't find it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know his name, but all right, I think that's pretty much everything, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and close out the live stream. This was a great live stream, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming through and chilling with your boy. We done had some great things that we done discussed. Like I said, I didn't plan for this live stream. I was just talking to my girl. I was just telling her I was gonna go live, and she's like, "Okay, I'll be there." And you know what I'm saying? It was a great live stream, man. Thank you guys for coming. I love you guys. We're gonna try to do this every Friday, maybe, or for Shabbat. We're already in Shabbat now, but You know, I usually do them on Saturdays, but thank you guys for coming, man. 100%. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy TTP, back with another live stream. I love you guys. Shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahuwah. Before we go, actually, let me just say a quick prayer. Father, Abba, we thank you for this day, Father. We thank you for Shabbat. Father, we thank you for this beautiful body of believers, Father, that have come to join this live stream, to fellowship, and to share information. Father, we thank you for bringing us together one more time to be walking in truth, Father. We thank you for allowing us to be able to dialogue and just have a community to be able to believe and see through these lies and these deceptions and these agendas, Father. And I pray that to everybody in this room, Father, you cover them and help them understand, Father, that they are protected because they're walking in truth, Father. And I thank you, Father, for giving me a platform for us to be able to discuss these things and have a community. I love you guys so much. God bless you guys, man. God bless you guys. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.